Here is a classic game show moment.
Now it's time for us to meet our special guest for tonight, the bearded genius of Columbia Records, a man who has millions of people singing along with him. Here is Mitch Miller. Good to see you, Sam.
Good to see you. Oh, you were sensational last night.
Oh, thanks. The reviews were very nice this morning. Can you tell us about your secret, Mitch?
Yes, Gary. I'm here to correct an injustice that has been perpetrated by the entire recording industry.
Gracious, tell me about it.
Well, practically everybody in this business is making records, especially in show business. You have made one, Bill has made one, Best has made one,
Henry
has made one. All have made records except Betsy Palmer.
Hey, that's right. That's a tremendous oversight, Mitch.
Exactly, and I think that Betsy Palmer should make a recording, say, of a dramatic reading. I'm sure it would be a bestseller, and I promise to do something about it. In fact, I'm going to give her an opportunity to make a record right here on the stage at my own expense.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mitch. Is that your secret?
Well, partly, Gary. Unfortunately, the recording equipment I needed is tied up elsewhere, see?
Mm-hmm.
So Betsy will have to make a record on this.
That looks like just a piece of tinfoil.
Exactly. I realize it isn't exactly hi-fi, but it'll do. It's the same sort of tinfoil that Thomas Edison used on his first phonograph that he invented.
Oh, very great. So your secret is that you're going to make a recording of Betsy Palmer, and you're going to use Thomas Edison's own first phonograph?
Exactly.
All right, it'll be interesting to see that, too. Let's get the panel back in, please, as quickly as possible, because history is to be made upon this evening. All righty. Now, panel, you know Mitch Miller?
Well, no.
Bess
no,
and
not
Betsy
that.
and...
She's a
Bill
flute
and-
player.
I know. She's a flautist. Now, panel, Mitch Miller has a secret. It concerns something he's going to do, and we'll start there. Well, let's start with Bill Cullen.
Well, I've known Mitch for a long time, and it could be anything. Does it have anything to do with music, Mitch?
Partly, Bill.
You're not going to have us make an album like your sing-along. I mean, you don't want us to sing along with you, do you?
It'd be great, but this isn't the occasion, no.
It's a nice plug for the album, though, you got it.
Thank you.
$20 down, 60 to go, and we go to Betsy Palmer.
Mr. Miller, is there something you're going to do? You're going to do it to us this evening?
Yes, Miss Palmer.
Now, us is perhaps the wrong pronoun. Fish around for one more intimate.
Are you going to do it to,
We.
to we? No, are you going to do it to the fellows on the panel?
No.
Are you going to do it to the girls on the panel?
Yes.
You.
Get a little closer.
You.
Me?
I. You're going to do it to I.
No, you're going to do it to Bill?
No, I. You.
I.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it to me?
Yes.
But I don't know you.
We will before it's over. All right, there's $40 down and 40 to go, and we go to Henry Morgan, please.
Tell you the truth, I know both of them, and you're right. Mitch, when I found that it's Betsy, I guess we're all interested in seeing it happen. Why waste time?
$60 down, 20 to go. Bess, have you got any ideas as to what Mitch is going to do?
Well, Betsy sang so beautifully on the show one week. Maybe you're going to have her sing. No. Is she going to perform on an instrument, perhaps?
No.
And is she going to do anything musical?
No.
No.
Panel, you were getting close. Mitch Miller discovered that everyone on our show has an album on the market. All of us except poor Betsy.
Yeah.
So, Betsy, tonight Mitch is going to give you your big chance. He's offered to personally produce a record here and now of you doing a dramatic reading. Now, originally Mitch intended to do this on hi-fi, but he ran into a snag in getting the proper equipment that he wanted, but we didn't let that stop us. You're going to make your very first record on... Well, open the curtains, please. Thomas Edison's very first phonograph. Nice to see you, sir. This is Mr. Natesel of the Henry Ford Museum in Greenfield Village at Dearborn, Michigan. And
New Sunday black and white rarities. Sundays on my YouTube channel.
He loved the wrong woman and became a marked man, and then escaped 5 attempts on his life. On Trial Watch, today on NBC Daytime.
More news in an hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, the star of the Soviet Acrobatic Review, Vladimir Serov, acrobat extraordinaire. Let's meet his partner, who is one of these three women. Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Elena Lopatina.
Number two.
My name is Elena Lopatina.
Number three.
My name is Elena Lopatina.
Only one of these people is the real Elena Lopatina, and is the only one sworn to tell the truth. Now let's meet our panel. Actor and raconteur, Orson Bean. Star of Mama's Family, Vicki Lawrence Schultz. Host of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Robin Leach. And to tell the truth's very own, Kitty Carlisle. Here's the host of To Tell the Truth, Alex Trebek.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome again to our show. Dobry dien. I guess that would be a good way to start today, panel.
Spasibo.
Spasibo, yes. Good for you, Kitty. All right, that's the end of our Russian. Let's concentrate on our first story, the one represented by these three lovely young ladies, all three of whom claim to be Elena Lopatina. Here is the affidavit. I, Elena Lopatina, am a Soviet acrobat and part of the Soviet Acrobatic Review, now touring America. The review, which has performed to worldwide acclaim, consists of 22 of the best circus performers in my country. The show combines the discipline of athletics with the grace and magic of the stage. In my country, it's a time-honored tradition for circus performers to pass their skill on to their children, and my case is no exception. My parents, who were both famous circus performers, began my training when I was 7 years old. Later, I attended the prestigious Moscow Circus and Variety College. During my 4 years there, I learned dancing, juggling, magic, acting, balancing, and comedy. On this tour, I perform a barrel act and also a slack wire act with my cousin Vladimir Serov, who you just saw perform, who is one of the most highly honored artists in my country. If you come to see us, we promise you a barrel of fun, and it's signed Elena Lopatina. Already, I'm in love with the costumes. We'll find out more about the Russian Big Top after this break.
Skin is not necessary.
Mrs. Elliott's cooking class emphasizes lighter foods. And since today's lesson is chicken that isn't bland or dry, she'll reach for the tangy Zip of Miracle Whip.
Zip is your vital ingredient.
Kitchen A mixed in honey and mustard. Kitchen B, Italian dressing.
Miracle Whip salad dressing gives poultry zip.
Grilled, baked, and broiled, one lesson was learned by all.
We've discovered the joy of Zip.
To make any chicken taste moist and tender,
reach for the Zip of Miracle Whip.
Stir it, splatter it, doesn't matter, it's liquid Clorox too. Its color's pretty and white's bright too. Liquid Clorox too.
California prunes are perfect for lunch. They taste great, they're easy to carry, and they're always in season. So you never run out of them.
Sweet, delicious California prunes. Find out how good they really are.
This is going to be a lot of fun, but I believe the three young ladies do speak English well enough to respond to the questioning. Who is this performer of acrobatic artistry, Elena Lopatina? Kitty, we'll start the questioning with you.
Thank you. Number 3, in the Moscow Circus, there is a hula hoop performer. Do you know about that?
Well, I'm not in the Moscow circus. This is a different type of an act.
Thank you. Number 2, where do you perform?
Everywhere. In United States and in Soviet Union, everywhere.
And number 1, are you married?
No, I'm not.
And number 2, are you wearing a cross on your...
Yes, I believe in God.
Uh-huh. And number 3?
Robin, over to you.
Number 1, there is comedy in the USSR.
Yes, of course.
Could you give me an example? No.
Of the comedy?
Yes.
No.
Forgive me. Does one graduate from the Moscow Academy?
Oh, yeah, there is Moscow and Variety College, Circus and Variety College in Moscow.
Okay.
Like that answer? Vicky?
Well, they're all 3 adorable, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
What's number 1? What is this costume? You guys, they're all similar. What is this?
Oh, that's the national costume in Russia.
So number 2, is this your first time in America?
No, this is my 3rd time in United States.
And number 3, your first trip here?
No, this is my 2nd.
Your 2nd time.
Aha, discrepancy. Orson.
Yes, I've heard, number 1, of your cousin, Vladimir Serov. He is very famous even here in the world of circus. Number 1, have you ever been to the Moscow McDonald's?
No, I haven't been there. I don't like hamburgers.
You don't like hamburgers? Well, it's a good thing you're a Russian. If you're number 2, do you like... number 2, in the world of circus in Russia, do you have such a thing as a geek?
Geek?
A geek.
What does that mean, geek?
A geek? Well, Kitty will tell you later what a geek is.
We are saved by the bell. Thank goodness for that. Whenever we are in doubt as to whether we will have a wild, outlandish question, Orson does not disappoint. He asks that question. Thank you, Orson. All right, panel, time to vote. Who is this real acrobatic Russian? Is it number 1? Is it number 2? Or is it number 3? The team of challengers will receive $500 American money, not rubles, for each incorrect vote with a guarantee of $1,000. And if our panel is stumped completely, the team will receive $3,000. Kitty, who did you vote for?
I didn't vote for number 1. I don't think she's Russian.
Why?
Because she didn't say her name like you did.
Ilyena. That makes sense.
Yeah. And I just thought it was number 3, so I voted for number 3.
Robin?
I voted for number 2 because any lady that pretty could certainly thaw the Cold War.
You diplomat, you. Vicky?
Well, I voted for number 2 because she seemed the most like she seems like circusy, you know, vivacious and adorable and cute, and the others were, I don't know.
I think what you're trying to say is that when she came out, she smiled so broadly, she played off the audience so beautifully when they applauded. Is that it?
Yeah, she seems like a performer type of person.
All right. Orson?
Nichivo. I voted for number 2 as well, Das Vidanya. It really could be any of them. They're all wonderful liars, but she is she should have her
Orson
own...
is throwing out all these Russian words, these non sequiturs. He doesn't know what they mean.
The only 2 I know. I make them sound like they're thrown in.
And they are indeed. All right, let me review the voting. Number 1, they didn't think you looked Russian enough, and so you got no votes. Number 2, you played to the audience. You earned 3 votes, and number 3, you picked up 1 vote. So now, let's find out who the real Nadia Comaneci of the circus world is. Will the real Elena Lopitina please stand up? And it is number 2, so 3 of you were correct. Elena, I know you're going to perform a little routine for us in a few moments, so will you go backstage and get ready, and we'll find out who the imposters are. Number 1, it would really dazzle Kitty if you were Russian. Are you?
I'm not. My name is Edita Mihovilovic. I'm from Yugoslavia, and I'm office manager in Language Academy.
I see. Well, good for you. Number 3, there was 1 vote for you. Who are you?
My name is Ala Portugal, and I'm a paralegal.
A paralegal. Well, there was just the 1 incorrect vote, and that means the team will receive the $1,000 guarantee. And now, with a charming sample of their artistry, here are Elena Lopitina and her cousin, Vladimir Servo. Spasiba. Vladimir, thank you very, very much. We'll be back right after this, ladies and gentlemen.
Our volunteer of the year is Doris Craig.
It's terrific how Depend changes people's lives. And there's a terrific change in Depend elastic leg undergarments. It's called Absorblock, a unique leakage protection system that locks in 25% more. It'll do wonders for your confidence and get you back into life. Thank you so much. Get back into life with Depend. With Absorblock protection.
This Carrie is so very, very...
different. I never used a Carrie like this.
This Carrie is so very, very...
Silky. My skin feels incredibly smooth.
This Carrie is called Silky Smooth, and Silky Smooth is a beautiful kind of Carrie.
Silky Smooth absorbs so fast, and my skin doesn't feel greasy.
This Carrie is so very, very...
special. And that's how it makes me feel every day.
Carrie Silky Smooth is so very, very... also original Carrie.
A night for Excedrin PM.
This was no day to be me.
It's my night!
Someone had to tell you.
Termites. They said no spouses, so.
So I can't sleep and my head aches.
You want more than just a pain reliever. You want Excedrin PM, strong aspirin-free headache medicine plus a gentle second ingredient to help you sleep through the night for a fresh start tomorrow. Excedrin PM, headache medicine, and it helps you sleep.
It's a physical sensation.
New Teen Spirit.
Antiperspirant made for you and your generation.
Teen Spirit.
A physical sensation with fragrance is made for you.
Teen Spirit.
The harder you play, the harder it works. Teen Spirit.
Just what teens find and
When it's heartburn.
Plus gas.
Get new Tom's Plus. Calcium-rich antacid relief plus gas-busting simethicone.
No other antacid gives you that.
New Tom's Plus.
Here we go. Let's meet our next group of challengers.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Laura Rosnansky.
Number 2.
My name is Laura Rosnansky.
Number 3.
My name is Laura Rosnansky.
Panel, this is a neat story. Follow along as I read the affidavit. I, Laura Rosnansky, am a crew chief on one of the nation's top medical emergency response teams. I am one of 50 volunteer teenagers who provide virtually all of the ambulance service in our community. The program was created to help teach teenagers the dangers of drug and alcohol abuse. Learning by being involved with emergency treatment has proved to be much more productive than lecture, lecture, lecture. Most of us are high school students. We carry our beepers everywhere, even into the classroom. Only 10% of the applicants are accepted into our unit. We keep our cool when we arrive on the scene of an accident, even if we find ourselves involved with a friend from school. Skillfully, we deliver babies in the ambulance and use CPR techniques to bring people back to life. It doesn't matter that I'm only a teenager. You're in good hands with my team, Post 53, and it's signed Laura Rosnansky. Whoever you are, Laura, believe me, Orson would feel very safe in your hands, and he'll lead off the question.
I certainly would, Alex. Number 3, do you, if you have a beeper in the classroom and it goes off, do you have to rush right out of the class?
Basically, yeah, but the teachers are real understanding because that's just the way that the town is.
Number 1, have you ever delivered a baby or been in an ambulance where a baby was delivered?
No, I have not.
Number 2, I heard some huge percentage of people that wind up in emergency rooms, it's related to drug or alcohol abuse. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Number 3, what's the most exciting...
Time's up. Let's go to Vicky.
Vicky will have an equally wonderful Sorry, Vicky.
I hope I do, Orson. You're hard to live up to. Well, how did you get involved in this, number 1?
I just enjoy working with people, and our school just happened to come one day and they told us about the program. I liked it, so I got started in it.
And number 2, where is this town? Where do you live?
Darien, Connecticut.
And number 3, are you the only unit?
In Darien, we are the only ambulance unit.
So number 1, is this a national program?
No, we're the only teen group of paramedics.
Number 2...
Robin?
Number 1, as you're the crew chief, how many people are there in your particular crew?
On a crew, we have a rider, and then we also have an adult with us. And the crew chief is basically in charge of the scene.
And the adult has a driving license to drive the ambulance, or the kids
The
can?
kids drive the ambulance also.
Number 3, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm going to be a doctor.
Yes, that's great. How many babies have you delivered, number 3?
I've never delivered a baby.
But has it happened when you've been in an ambulance?
Well, we won't have time for an answer to that. Kitty.
Number 2, what kind of criteria do you use for acceptance into this group?
Well, first of all, you have to maintain a 3.0, and you have to prove that you want to be in the group. You know, you have to be a responsible type of person. You have to have your CPR and your first aid, be able to, you know, go through classes and give up a lot of your time.
Thank you. Number 3, who thought of this?
A man named Bud Doble.
And number 1, when you go out on these, do you go out at night, late at night, for instance? Your family lets you go out late at night?
Yes, we go out at all hours whenever there's an emergency.
And number 3.
All right, that's it. Who is the real teen medic? Is it number 1? Is it number 2? Or is it number 3? Orson?
I was going to vote for 2 till the last minute, but she looks like a valley girl to me. She's a California beauty, as is 1. Number 3 looks like a rich girl from Darien.
Whoa, all right, Vicky.
Is that a rich town?
A rich town, oh yeah.
These are rich kids?
These are, number 3 is rich, the other 2 are
So rich they drive their own ambulances.
Yes.
There's a story here, and Robin will feature it next week on his show.
You know, I have this awful habit of prejudging when they're standing up there. And number 1 said her name differently than anybody else did. And number 3 sounded like she maybe tried to copy it. Number 2, I don't know what she did. She did her own thing. I voted for number 1 based on that.
All righty, Robin.
Wonderful.
I also voted for number 1 because I got heart palpitations when I met her, when I saw her, and I figured that she would be right with the stethoscope.
Kitty?
I voted for number 3. She said she wanted to be a doctor, and it seemed to me a natural progression from what she's doing.
All right, well, let's review the voting. The votes are split, obviously, between number 1 and number 3. Number 1 picked up 2 votes. Number 2, our Valley Girl, says Orson. No votes for you, but 2 votes for number 3. So now, let's find out who the real teenage medic is. Will the real Laura Resnansky please stand up? And it is number 1. Laura, the question that occurs to me is, how long do you teenagers remain in this unit? Is there an age limit when you have to get out?
Well, we start when we're freshmen, and then when you're a senior and go off to college, you can still come back.
All right, well, I'm sure the whole community of Darien, Connecticut is extremely proud of you. Thank you for being with us today. Let's find out about our imposters. Number 2, our Valley Girl. Are you, in fact, from the Valley?
No, my name is Joy Pizzuto. I'm from the desert, and I'm a varsity cheerleader, and I go to Apple Valley High School.
All righty. And number 3, you got 2 votes. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Whitney Graham Beard, and I'm a pre-law student at San Diego City College.
Well, there were 2 incorrect votes for you young ladies at $500 each. That's $1,000 for the team. Congratulations, and thank you for being with us today on To Tell the Truth. Back to play one-on-one with someone from the studio audience right after this.
Potpourri. But we're more than just potpourri. I'm the only potpourri carpet deodorizer with genuine Arm & Hammer baking soda to absorb odors and freshen naturally.
And I'm the only air freshener with Arm & Hammer baking soda. The natural way to deodorize tough bathroom odors and make the air potpourri fresh.
I freshen the carpet.
And I freshen the air.
Natural freshness.
From the baking soda experts.
I can really rely on Aspercreme.
Joan McKee suffers from minor muscle pain.
Rub it in here. Rub it in good. Aspercreme relieves pain fast, and I don't smell like a medicine cabinet.
Aspercreme, fast pain relief without odor. Aspercreme contains no aspirin.
This itchy rash needs special treatment. Maximum strength Cortisone 5, with the medicine doctors recommend most, gets under the itch for soothing relief and help in healing. See, the rash is gone. Use Cortisone 5 with the medicine doctors recommend most.
I've got a sinus headache right now, and it just will not go away. It almost feels like my cheekbones are bruised back in here.
Today, Lynn Keever is trying Tylenol Sinus.
The pain is gone. The pressure is gone. I didn't know Tylenol made a sinus medication. This is wonderful.
Tylenol Sinus, the strength you need from the name you trust. And now look for new Tylenol Sinus gel caps. Maximum strength, concentrated, and gelatin-coated so they're easy to swallow. Only from Tylenol, the first sinus gel cap.
Did you know Tic Tacs are made with sugar? On the other hand,
Certs Mini Mints are sugar-free. Sugar-free Certs Mini Mints. Looks like we've blown away the competition.
Mom, I'm still at the mall. Mom! Oh, you're making chicken and stovetop stuffing? We're having stovetop with the celery and onions? What time? 6? At 8. Can I invite Bob? Thanks, Bob.
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes.
Here's a preview of Monday's Cash Pot Puzzle. If you think you know the answer, watch Wheel of Fortune Monday to find out how you might win $1,000 here on NBC.
In war and peace. NBC News. Wherever news breaks. Whatever it takes.
One-on-one time with a lucky member of our audience. Who is it today, Burton?
Well, Alex, today we have Rhonda Bradley, who is originally from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, now residing in Sunland, California.
All right, welcome aboard, Rhonda. You are the Valley girl Orson was referring to just a few minutes ago, and here's a chance for you to win $500 in cash. First, let me introduce a lady who has 2 stories to tell. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Louise Fabry. Welcome, Louise.
Hello.
Now, Louise is going to tell us 2 stories, only one of which happens to be the truth. If you spot the true story, Rhonda, you'll win $500. Louise, what's the first story?
The doctors didn't know what to do. I sneezed consecutively for 154 days.
Whoa, that sounds like a bad scene. Sneezing for 154 days, Rhonda. May or may not be the truth, however. Here's her second story.
I
Louise?
deliver newspapers on a bicycle, and I won a champion toss award.
All righty. To help Rhonda in the audience, Kitty, you get to ask a question. First of all, on the subject of sneezing for 154 days. Whoa.
Mrs. Fabry, or Miss Fabry, what stopped it?
Antibiotics.
Oh, thank you.
Robin?
Did you lose a lot of weight while you were sneezing?
I have to take up the slacks the 4th time.
4 times.
Vicky?
Well, now, Louise, were you ill, or is there some reason why a person sneezes like that?
Well, I was, but it stopped now. But my eyes and my nose was driving me boogie.
Orson, what a great lead into Orson.
Her nose was driving her
boogie.
Boogie.
Yes.
I thought she said boogie. Maybe she's just doing it to be annoying. You don't know. Louise, may I call you Louise?
Certainly.
Bless you, Louise. Now, you see, I should have been around when you were sneezing. There was a pope who hiccuped continuously for 154 days or thereabouts. Would you know which pope that was? No reason you should, Louise.
No.
Tell me something else.
I should have stopped you after your first question was, which was, may I call you Louise? All right, let's get to our second story, the fact that Louise Fabry delivers newspapers and won a newspaper throwing contest.
What was the target you were trying to reach?
Well, they just marked a circle, and you were supposed to, and away they went.
Robin?
In your illustrious career, Louise, how many windows have you broken?
Darn near 2.
Vicky?
If you don't mind my asking, Louise, at what age did you win the tossing contest?
Oh, about a year or so ago, year and a half.
Notice how she did not tell us her age. Orson.
Very smart, Louise.
Clever. Louise, is it harder to throw the Sunday paper than it is the daily paper? I mean,
a little.
A little harder.
A little. All right, Rhonda, you've heard the cross-examination, such as it was. Did Louise Fabry sneeze for 154 days, or does she deliver newspapers from a bicycle?
Considering the stories that I've heard, I think that she has the arm to throw the papers.
I see. Louise, what's your true story?
To tell the truth, I deliver newspapers.
All righty. A winner in Rhonda in the audience. You've got $500 in cash coming your way. Congratulations to you. Louise, how many papers do you deliver, and do you ever fall off the bicycle? You must have excellent balance.
Yeah, I do, but one time I did fall, and I had a goose egg on my hip.
Oh, yeah? For how long? How many papers do you deliver?
On Wednesday for the Manteca News, it's about 700.
Ooh,
and
wow.
50 Stockton Record. And then on Friday, it's 100 news, and still, every day is 50 records.
Here's a photograph of you. Tell us what this is all about, please.
Oh, I ride in fog. You can't see very far in front of you, and you got to dodge the cars.
Well, Louise, I'll tell you something. I wish you were delivering my newspaper because I'd be sure of getting it. Thank you for being with us today on To Tell the Truth. It was a pleasure meeting you. We'll be right back after this.
All right, how many this time? 8 cavities. 14 cavities? I didn't think I had that many teeth. You're gonna have to drill? My parents will be very upset.
Parents today hope their kids won't have to go through what they went through. Luckily, today's kids use the toothpaste more dentists recommend, Crest. The first toothpaste clinically shown to give you protection down to the root of the tooth.
Another great checkup. Yes! Woo, woo, woo. Later, dude.
Crest, the dentist's choice, is the easy choice.
It's been fun.
I want something really simple, something small.
That's what I'm looking for, exactly, uh-huh.
It will clean their shirts, their socks.
This is a very serious problem.
Something to simplify it.
Measuring, he can't measure.
You don't know.
It's got to clean. But don't fade my colors. Bright orange.
We've got Mr. Bright right here.
Because
that's what colors are all about, bright.
Cheer with Color Guard. A scoopful cleans a machine full.
Clean clothes and bright colors.
And get up out of the box and do it itself.
Perfect.
If you ever need an operator at 3 o'clock in the morning, Sprint has smart, friendly operators ready to serve you 24 hours a day. How can anybody be smart and friendly at 3 in the morning?
Eating the right foods can fill you with painful gas. That's why you may need Gas-X for fast gas pain relief. Relief antacids can't give you. So eat right and feel right with Gas-X.
See you next time. So long.
This is Burton Richardson speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson television production.
Your home is here with me.
It's my decision to go with Mom.
He's a father who left his family.
I couldn't stay.
Just don't get it.
He's a son.
Wait a minute!
Whose pain he never understood.
I'm sorry.
But now, for one incredible summer, a second chance to find each other again.
I love you, son.
John Ritter, a heartwarming story, The Summer My Father Grew Up, NBC Sunday.
Join WYFF as we bid farewell to Charlie Gertz.
I'd just like to say goodbye to Charlie Gertz, one of the greatest weathermen of all times. We wish you good luck.
See you, Charlie Gertz. You were one heck of a newsman. Take it easy.
Charlie, good luck in the future and whatever you decide to do. Good luck and goodbye.
All right, Charlie. It's been nice knowing you, dude. Although you might have been